Well, good afternoon and welcome once again to Ed's Orchids. Now we'll finish off today with these 2 gallon weeders I split yesterday, putting them in 2 different mediums and putting them on the drip system. I mean, it'll give me a good idea which one is the best, the bark or the coconut husk, because both of the plants are the same. And they're both in different mediums and both having the drip system, so this should show us something. But I've got the move up the coconut husk here. These been soaked 4 or 5 times in RO water, so we'll just have a look at the TDS of what it is now. That's if I can find the TDS meter. Well, I've got my pH meter in, so we'll have a look what that says. I will put some water in here. There might be 1 or 2 pieces of, yeah, there is 1 or 2 pieces of husks to get in, but we'll drop this in. And the thing is with pH meters is they can take a long time to read the correct. So I'll switch this on and see what it says. It says 8.8, but it's dropping quickly. So we'll just have a look at that. I mean, this could be like that for, ages. Could be like that for at least half an hour. They are dropping very slowly. So I'll leave that and get the TDS meter. The pH one, it can take half an hour to give you the correct reading. And the TDS reading is, because it's not going to get soaked again, this, we're going to use this at that, so we'll swirl it around in there, press the whole button and see what it is. I haven't switched it on. Gosh. Press the whole button. I think I'm happy with this. I hope you can see that. 1 TDS, and that's with the coconut husking. So I think that'll be, I think that should be fit to use now. Well, we'll just have a look at the pH now. It's been in for, what, 7 or 8 minutes. And it's still moving around. And it's virtually stopped at, what? It's moving up and down and it's not even in the water. But we'll say it's round about neutral, something like that, so that's fine. But I won't be using this water for watering, so yeah, doing the pH, we're just showing you that when you do take the pH of your water, leave it for quite some time and give it a good shaking in the water, you know, your meter, and it'll take ages to give you the right reading. Now what you can hear now is one of the heaters going off, and it's no wonder the heater's on, because I came in here this morning about 2 hours ago and the temperature was 8.9. So you can tell how cold it was in here. So what I presume to do, this water that the husk is in is very cold. So I'm going to make some warm water in the orange bucket there and put the coconut in there, and then I'm not putting the plants in stone cold water when I do repot it. And the other noise you could hear was the kettle going off. So we'll put some hot water in this RO water here, just to warm everything up. fine, it won't warm it up that much, it'll just take the chill off. So we'll take this, that's cold in there, we'll take this out of here and put it in the warm water. Now this coconut oil should be fine at 1 TDS. I mean, that's gone absolutely ridiculous, but I have soaked it a lot of times. But there again, I'm fortunate with this, the water we have here. Right, that's about all I can take out of that one. I think I'll do the smallest one. The other one's a little larger. This has got 1, 2, 3 growths and a new little growth coming up there, and another one starting here and another one starting here. So we'll see how this one goes on in the coconut husk. Thing is, I've got to take everything off this. So I'll just clean it up when everything's off, give it a swill under the tap, and then we'll plant it up. Well, I've got everything I need here now to pot this Garden Weaver up, but there is a way to pot them up in coconut husk. It's not a case of just pushing it in. You've got to make sure all the spaces in the roots are covered. So we've got to, well, we'll see how far this goes down. That's about halfway. So I can put some of the big stuff in. Yeah, that's about halfway. So on here, what I need to do is just fill the little spaces up in the roots. Make sure everything's covered. This won't, you can't do this by just putting it in and tapping it, I don't think. So I prefer to just put some in there and then hold it there and put it there. That's right. Now I suppose you all know the difference between coconut husk and bark, don't you? Because coconut husk is primarily lignum, whereas bark is cellulose. And what happens is that when you're using bark, the nitrogen that you give to your plants breaks down the bark very quickly. And this doesn't happen to lignum, because lignum is very hard and it needs an awful lot of nitrogen to break that one down. So just a little bit different. The one thing about husk as well is that it inhibits fungi and bacteria. And this, with being as pure as it is, should work very, very well, I think, with this plant. Because now I'm going to press this down so it's nice and firm. I can't get any more husk in there now. No. So we'll put the label in, and now the next thing for that one is to put it on the drip system, which I have to make yet. But I'm just going to make it quickly for 2 plants and just see how it goes on from there. Because I've about 40 to 50 frags to put on the drip system, so that's going to take me quite some time. But that's the garum weaver in the coconut husk. And coconut husk takes a long time to break down, and it's reusable, which means that it can last from 6 to 10 years and you can still use it again. It doesn't break down. Well, to construct this drip system, I'll need some airline, T-pieces, where I can hold them into the pot, and these drips. Well, I'll be using the water, the runoff water from the RO unit, and I've connected it up really, but I've only done it for the sake of showing you what I'm trying to achieve. But this is the end product. This is just an idea of what I'm going to do when I do the rest of them. Well, I've just made a simple connection there and wired it up to this one, and you can see how much it's dripping. Let's have a see. Yeah, just above 1 drip per second, and that's fine. That's fine. That'll keep it going in there all the time. And the other one's the same. You can see that dripping out the bottom. There we are. Different type of dripper. But just about 1.5 a second, something like that. Absolutely perfect. That'll keep them nice and damp and give them fresh water and plenty of oxygen. So we'll leave these two like this and we'll see how they get on. Well, I hope I can come up with something better for this drip system, because that one is a little bit fiddly, and those things I showed you, they don't cut the water off completely. So I'll have to have a good think about that. And because if I'm going to put all these other ones on the drip system, then I'll have to have something that works properly. Well, we'll just have a look at this Phragmipedium cardinale before we leave the greenhouse. And we'll go into the house, and there's a nice Phalaenopsis open. I think there's 2 flowers open, so we'll just have a look at that before I finish. Well, I'm in the home now, and I'm in the warm room here where I'm growing the Cattleyas and Phalaenopsis, and this is amazing me, this Cattleyanthe. I mean, it's growing like mad. I only showed you it a couple of days ago, but it must have grown another inch in the last 2 days. Look at the size of those blooms. Well, they're not blooms, are they? Look at the size of those growths. Absolutely amazing, those. And these are the 2 beautiful blooms on the Corning's Violet Phalaenopsis. Absolutely beautiful, aren't they? It's got another 3 buds on it as well. So we'll just hold them together like that before I say thank you very much for watching, and until next time, I thank all my subscribers for subscribing. It means a lot to me, and until next time, I'll see you all later. Bye.